double hey, San Francisco Bay, Monterey. My name is Alexandrew.
And I'm Dr. Shasta.
And we're back with another episode of Your Healthy Living.
Yes, here in San Jose, California.
Having fun. Dr. Shasta, if you don't know, is a very accomplished acupuncturist, old Chinese medicine, 5,000 years of experience, right?
Yeah.
Boy, you look great.
25 years.
You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will have to say, that stuff works. You know, I don't care what you say. Eastern medicine needs to be combined with Western medicine.
It absolutely
It really
does.
has to. And if you really don't believe in it, then you should open your mind up because it really does work.
Yeah, it's a natural way to heal things and avoid a lot of the side effects of Western medicine.
Yeah, there are a lot of side effects.
Sorry to say.
For those of you who don't know, I'm a financial advisor here. We just do this for fun.
Mm-hmm.
We have a great time. We make great people.
Yep.
Speaking of which.
Yes, we have a wonderful lady named Vanessa Wright today. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Vanessa.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thrilled to be here.
My
good,
friend
good,
Judy invited her to be on the show. Judy, who did the essential oil show.
Oh, yes, yes.
She had her master's
Judy.
in
We're getting
energy
up
medicine.
there. We've
I know, we're
we've
around
had like
50
guests,
shows
and
right
I'm
now.
kind of going, yeah, that one.
So Vanessa Wright is an energy medicine specialist who employs BodyTalk, Reiki, essential oils, and other modalities to facilitate a person's unique ability to heal their own body, mind, and spirit. She is certified in the BodyTalk system and advanced Reiki with a degree in human biology from Stanford University. As a wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils, she is launching a Facebook group to teach body talkers how the energy frequencies of essential oils can complement their practice. So we are very excited to have you today.
Thank you.
And hear about energy medicine from someone who graduated from Stanford with a degree in human biology. So you've somehow been able to bring it all together.
Yes. The human bio degree was a great foundation that I didn't know at the time would lead to me finding the practice of energy medicine. And I feel like practicing energy medicine is what I was waiting to grow up to do.
You know, that's a great dovetail if you think about it, because everything we know, everything's made up of energy, and you know, the body and the biology of itself having these different frequencies, which it seems like, and I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go with this, but it seems like that's really what you're dealing with is how to kind of match frequencies up with the physiology of the body.
Exactly. And like acupuncture, energy healing is ancient medicine that's now coming back into the mainstream.
Yeah, and I can't see why more people just don't get that we have thousands of years of I hate to say testing, but you know, testing and case studies on how this stuff works and mapping it out. And how long has
over
Western...
a billion people use acupuncture around the world, over a billion. So it's just people don't think that they need to take care of their bodies like you do to take care of your car.
Yeah, just take a pill.
You gotta tune your body up
That's
to
right.
keep it going.
Right, just taking a pill just doesn't work anymore. And like you said, you know, those side effects.
Right.
You know, we don't know. Your body is this whole natural thing. So now we start stuffing unnatural things into our bodies. And, of course, there's got to be some kind of reaction, I would think.
I mean, there's a place for everything, and there's also a place for this.
No.
So we are going to get educated on what BodyTalk is. I actually don't know what it is, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I was thinking about that at the beginning of the show. I thought BodyTalk. When I first saw that before I came on, I thought, BodyTalk, is this something we should have on the show or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I think it's going to be great because we're going to figure out how to either talk to your body or have your body talk to you, or a combination of both. That's great. So we'll be right back talking BodyTalk with Vanessa Wright right after this message.
At Way of Wellness, we help to rebalance the hormones of your body so that it can heal itself. Way of Wellness offers acupuncture, Chinese medicine, functional nutrition, Qi yoga, and wellness coaching. Call 408-615-1995 and start living the life that keeps us well.
Hey, double hey, San Francisco Bay, Monterey. My name's Alexandrew.
And I'm Dr. Shasta.
And we're back with Your Healthy Living, talking body talk. Mm-hmm. Talking to the body.
We're going to learn about BodyTalk from Vanessa Wright, who is an energy medicine specialist. Mm-hmm. So how did you find BodyTalk?
Well, BodyTalk actually found me. I was given a gift certificate. I went to a session, and I was amazed with the results overnight. So I continued with BodyTalk sessions regularly, and I was able to get to the root cause of a thyroid disorder that I'd been living with for years, and that Western medicine was just helping with, but not getting to the cause to alleviate
Covering it up, basically,
Right.
by dealing with the symptoms instead of
Yes.
So what
yes.
were your
cause.
symptoms that you went in with, and how did you find that the Body Talk session helped you?
Well, the symptoms of my thyroid, I was on a lot of medication, and I was still not balanced. I was having emotional issues. I was having physical imbalance, metabolic imbalances. And once I started having the sessions, this was over a period of time, stories would come up as to why that metabolic imbalance, why that emotional crash. And as my body could tell the stories, it healed itself. It let go of those stories, and the healing could take place physically.
So would you say it has something to do with working with your subconscious? Because we've had other
Yes.
people on here that,
Oh, yes.
like Randy, with
yeah,
emotional
right.
integrative hypnotherapy.
Right. Well, I think you've said on the show before, 90% of our thoughts are subconscious.
Right.
And so Body Talk is able to go into the subconscious when it's ready to release a thought or a belief that's not working and help that thought, belief to go, therefore bringing the person into a more conscious state.
Right.
Rather than reacting to a trigger with a subconscious reaction that may be from a childhood memory or trauma, you react from the here and now.
Right.
So
Being
it's
present.
Makes a lot of
so there's a
sense.
lot of psychology to it, in essence, to
Right.
where you're trying to bring out and release certain things that may have happened in your life.
One of the ways that we define Body Talk is that it looks for the psychological and emotional issues that are underneath a physical problem to relieve it. Western medicine just wants to look at the problem, take it apart, and send it to specialists.
Right. It's
And
kind of
pres-
two-dimensional.
And prescribe.
It's two-dimensional.
Yes,
You're really
yes.
kind of looking at, here's what do we have, here are the symptoms, here could be the cause, so here's how we're going to do it.
Right, and this is really the essence, the meaning of mind-body healing. When we can release the subconscious thoughts in our mind that are holding us back mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, we heal. Our body goes into its natural healing state. It is able
Right.
to do that as it was designed.
Could that be something to do with changing meridians? I know
We were
that's
talking
what,
about the primordial void that Deepak Chopra talks about in quantum healing. The primordial void is that space of complete emptiness, peace, relaxation that people get to in meditation and yoga and acupuncture and Tai Chi and Qigong. And in this, and where in that space the healthy genes turn on and the unhealthy genes turn off. It's the science of epigenetics, and people wonder how spontaneous healing can happen. It's in that space of complete peace and oneness where the energies flow.
Yeah, that's interesting because a lot of the Western doctors, for somebody who has cancer or something, that may figure out however the body heals itself without having to do chemo or anything else. That's
Right.
what they call it. Oh, they're in spontaneous remission.
Right.
Oh,
And so you wonder, well, how
what
do
does
you,
that mean?
Right. People will go to Hawaii and all of a sudden they'll go into spontaneous remission. You wonder why. Well, they got to that space of peace.
Zen.
Yes,
They hung out
Zen.
with Buddha at the volcano base, right? And was like, I get it.
Well, and each Body Talk session is like a Zen session because what we do is we go into the quantum field. That's how we see there are all possibilities that become probabilities. And by observing what's in the quantum field that the client wants to bring up, change is affected just by observing it.
So
I
physics now,
totally
psychology and
believe
physics.
that.
And
Yeah. I mean, we've had some other people on here who've mentioned this before also. It's discovering that what you don't know that is holding you back and having
Yeah.
you eat those extra cookies or having you, stay up or work too long because you're not feeling the faith that something's going to happen. So you push yourself because you think you have to do it.
Right.
Just all these subconscious things that can affect our health.
Yes.
And also feeling connected to people where we could ask for help so that it's more of a teamwork thing. We don't have to do it all those things that that it sounds like this helps with. So you went in, how many times did you go, and then what were your symptoms before and what were your symptoms after, and what did you discover in your body talk for you?
Oh, for me, I discovered that my body could heal itself, that we are all empowered to heal ourselves when we pay attention to what the body needs and what it's saying to us. So I also found out that I could reduce my medication. I could eventually go off medication.
And you did that under your doctor. We don't recommend people don't do anything unless it's under their doctor's care.
Of course, this was with my physician as well, the prescriber of the medications.
They were in alignment.
In alignment, and it was done very carefully and gradually.
Right.
But
they didn't give you a hard time, did they?
Well,
I always think doctors initially are like, well, that's nothing I, know about, and that's not there.
Well, kind of what she said was, I don't know about this, but it seems like you do, so we'll try it.
If it's working. And
then it worked.
Did the blood test match with you getting better?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Wonderful. Good.
Yes.
Well, stress is a big factor to hypo and hyperthyroidism.
Right.
Stress. So if we can, because the stress hormones shut down your thyroid and convert into male hormones in women and female hormones in men. So the stress hormones are
I don't
big.
know what you're talking about.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Oh, boy.
Yes, stress impacts every level of our health.
It really does. And we live in this fast food, fast information, fast work life. I mean, it's especially here in the Bay Area. I mean, I know so many people who work at, at the tech companies, and they're just stressed.
Totally.
And they're working all the time.
On a computer, not moving.
But and I think that's why the exercise, these gyms and everything are very busy. People are trying to burn off that energy, but there's a lot more to it.
They're not looking at everything. Those kind of people that come for a body talk session often fall asleep.
Really?
They get so relaxed because they don't know, they don't remember. Body doesn't remember what it's like to be relaxed until they come into the room and leave the world behind for an hour.
So is it like a group meditation thing then, or?
No. I work with a client who's relaxing on a massage table. I follow a protocol map. It's an integrative map of the body and mind that covers Western anatomy, physiology, Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, emotional release, stress reduction, and energy systems, of course. And so I set up a biofeedback response with a quiescence arm. So I'm moving their arm very gently for a yes or a no. We set that up. I'm asking their body, where are we going on this map? So I'm navigating the protocol map in accordance to how I'm getting a yes or a no.
So basically communicating with their subconscious about what they need and where they need the attention.
We call it the innate wisdom of the body. And that, paying attention to the innate wisdom, can bring a client into this healing space where it happens.
Right.
So the mind can really heal itself, but it needs to make the body cooperate. This is kind of what I've been getting over these sessions that we've been doing on, because a lot of the stuff we do here is holistic. I mean, most all of it is.
This is your healthy living. I think it's more than just the mind. I think it's the super consciousness that we're connected to, that when we're really connected to that, these spontaneous healing and miracles, what you'd think of as miracles, can happen. So the mind is a part of it, but I think it's a part of getting your conscious mind out of it and more of your feeling self. See,
now if it were me in this book, I would be taking your conscious mind and connecting it to the universal consciousness of all, which is, kind of that tapping into God consciousness.
Well, that can happen in a body talk session.
Really?
But you have to break down the subconscious that is not letting that conscious state emerge.
Break down the conscious.
The subconscious.
The subconscious.
The blocks.
Oh,
the way
okay.
It's saying, oh, no, you can't go there. Oh, you've never gone there before. Oh, I don't know.
Right.
You shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
So all that stuff that built up as you were growing up was creating that little corridor that you're looking down, and it's not allowing all this other stuff that's healing to come in through the hallway and help you heal your body. This is cool. I'm down.
You figured it out over there.
We're going to be right back.
You were called Dr. Andy last week, so.
We'll be right back after this break.
I do traditional Chinese medicine, and that includes 5 different branches: acupuncture, massage, yoga, tai chi, qigong, herbal medicine, and nutrition. It is amazing in helping the body heal itself, that it releases the body's natural endorphins, serotonin, and seems to rebalance the hormones of the body.
Lower back pain was taken care of very quickly. 6 treatments and I was pain-free. And this was like 3 years ago and I've remained pain-free.
I've grown up in the Bay Area and I have had my own practice for over 15 years. When I was 12, I decided I want to be an acupuncturist, and by the time I was 25, I was licensed.
I have thyroid condition and stress big time. When I walk out, I'm feeling like a whole different person. It's definitely a blessing to be able to come here.
I love helping women have babies, and the day that they actually get pregnant, the look in their eye is like, it's the best thing ever.
I've been struggling trying to get pregnant for the past 3 or 4 years. I came to Shasta. I would totally recommend her to anyone out there that is trying to get pregnant. She will do great for you.
Way of wellness has to do with living a life that keeps us well.
Hi there, this is Alexandrew with It's All About the Show. You know, I've been with Money Concepts since 1994, and they have been the primary catalyst for my success as a financial advisor. If you're looking for a career change and you want to help people for a living, check out moneyconcepts.com/ALEE or call 946-8378 today. Hey, double hey, San Francisco Bay, Monterey. My name's Alexandrew.
And I'm Dr. Shasta.
And we're back talking with BodyTalk with Vanessa Wright. And man, this is some pretty deep stuff.
It's really fascinating.
I
Body,
like it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling actually healthier just listening to the show. Are you feeling healthier listening to the show?
It's good to know that these alternatives are out there, these complementary medicines. So BodyTalk, that's done all over the world?
Yes,
it's
it is.
It's an international
system.
certification system.
Yes.
And you also do Reiki, which is
Yes.
also international. Right. And Andy was wondering what Reiki is.
Yes, can you tell us what Reiki is and how it works? I think there's a confusion about it.
It's not very complicated, really. What Reiki is a laying on of hands to channel universal healing energy to a client's body.
Universal healing
So
energy.
that's the God consciousness. However you would like to call it.
So then a Reiki master would be somebody who's channeling that energy through them and their hands being laid on the body, no?
Doesn't go through, it's through the hands. It's the
Okay.
hands. To me, what Reiki is most like is what is spoken of in the Bible in the laying on of hands and healing that way.
Oh, okay.
So it allows for stress reduction and
Don't,
relaxation.
don't you have to like shake it off and stuff though? Does it get into you at all? I mean,
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. We, as a practitioner, before any energy healing session, Reiki, BodyTalk, I do special techniques to protect myself and to ground myself.
oh, okay.
Yes. And
You don't wear like a silver suit or anything with a tinfoil hat or anything?
deflectors.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Because I don't know if I'd trust you if I walked in there and you were wearing a tinfoil hat. I'd be out the door.
So
No.
you have, in the martial arts, and Reiki is a part of, it's Japanese. It's from
Yes,
Japan.
it's a Japanese
Oh, it
energy.
is?
Yes,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
Japanese
Yes,
energy
yes.
healing. They learn how to build their energy and then to protect their energy.
So it is
there's-
kind of like martial arts.
It's a
then,
part of
what
it
you're
is
saying.
essentially a part of martial
Oh,
art.
really?
Reiki.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and so do you combine the BodyTalk with the Reiki and the essential oils all in one session?
Yes, this is another wonderful thing about BodyTalk, that it can bring in any modality, any other modalities, including one that the client might know. Sometimes you have to say there's something that
You were saying
know.
you do EFT also. That's the tapping of the
tapping
acupressure points.
Oh,
acupressure
this
points.
kind of
Right,
thing?
those
Where-
things.
Yeah, okay.
Do you do that shaking one that, remember the trauma emotional release one
yeah, that
Janelle
was-
Welchman was talking about?
No, BodyTalk is a little more gentle.
Okay.
And usually we like to keep the person resting on the table.
Just resting.
Yes,
yeah. How
yes.
long does a session last?
An initial session can be up to 90 minutes. We take a little longer with the getting all the information in the beginning. And other follow-up sessions are an hour to 75 minutes.
Geez, no wonder people fall asleep.
People
If I was
must
that
love
relaxed for
that.
that long, I'd
Are
be
you
like,
using essential oils the whole time throughout?
No, and the way essential oils come up is if the body asks for it. Of course, I have them there in the room with me, and often they will come up to support a BodyTalk balance. For example, a person needs to boost their serotonin, so we'll do the technique to get that neurotransmitter to increase. And then an essential oil will come in that's for the same thing. And the client will inhale it and go, oh, how did you know that's what I wanted? It's the oil that knew, not me.
So I'm trying to think of how that works. Okay, how does the body tell you? I mean, obviously it's not the person going, oh, I need lavender.
Right, well, it's the yes. It's
The
the
yes or
biofeedback.
no with the
Oh, it's the
fingers.
biofeedback.
It's the
That's right.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I'll often ask, is
forgot
there,
about
is there anything further here? Yes. Oh, essential oil? Yes.
Oh,
Well,
and then
so
you
she
go
would
through
then-
the oils.
Well,
and,
then we determine which one it is.
Okay.
She gets them in a really relaxed state where they're almost hypnotized.
I was going to say, after 75 minutes, I'd
And
be
you're just-
hypnotized.
And then their hands can tell them yes or no. Why?
Okay.
Because they're so relaxed that their conscious mind isn't going to interject.
Well,
their subconscious.
It's a semi-hypnotic state, I would guess.
Well,
then,
what
in a
happens?
sense.
It's being in the parasympathetic nervous system
calm
state,
state.
the calm state of relaxation, where the body can regenerate,
Mm-hmm.
rejuvenate, and heal.
Right. So, what are some of the successes you've had with your clients, and what are the types of clients you particularly like to work with?
So, successes. I did a session with a 5th grader who was so stressed out about 6th grade that he couldn't sleep. He fell asleep at the end of his session. His mother was amazed. I've worked with a young mother of 2 who had lumbar disc pain, severe, had 1 surgery, was being told to have another surgery. No surgery after she had her BodyTalk sessions. The pain went away.
How many sessions did she need?
She probably did about less than 10.
And once a week.
BodyTalk sessions are usually once every 2-3 weeks.
And do you
sometimes
give
once a
them
month.
homework and such to do between the sessions?
Yes,
Okay.
there is homework sometimes. It might be using an essential oil. It might be reading over the notes from their session to
Right.
remind their subconscious and conscious what they did.
So kind of coming back to this thing, and again, we always recommend your medical doctor, kind of hopefully they'll
That you're working in
understand
collaboration.
that this stuff actually works. But, to be healing somebody like that, I mean, you're really a healer then in that essence. Is
Well, no. I really enjoy not calling myself a healer. I'm a facilitator of healing. It's the body, the person's body, mind, and spirit that do the healing.
So what you're doing is you're preparing the body, kind of as we talk. You get meridians lined up by using the needle stuff.
I increase the blood flow and
acupuncture, that
work
was the
with the
word.
nerves.
Right, and then you just use more of the semi-con. I'm going to say semi-conscious because really that's kind of what people are. I mean, I would be semi-conscious on the table if you were working with me.
I do get some talkers, and it is often important for the client to explain some things that come up.
Does that clue you in?
It does.
typically?
It can often help a client make a shift as well, just to talk about something, and then the physical shift occurs.
Yeah. And with low back pain, that's like what most people go to an acupuncturist or chiropractor for in America is low back pain. And there's this iliopsoas muscle that is up here and attaches down here. And when we're stressed, it tightens up. When it tightens up, it pushes on the lumbar discs and nerves. And if a person can get relaxed, it can ease.
So can you strengthen that muscle and make it not get
You
as
can,
tense?
but it's
like
not
side planks or something?
strengthening the muscle is if you're stressed, strengthening is not going to help it.
Right, because it's always going to be
Calming
tight anyway.
is going to be what helps.
And if it gets too strong, it'll probably strangle you and kill you, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So that's the thing in Western medicine, is in Western society, is we don't understand the balance of the yin and the yang as older cultures do, which is that something too tight becomes brittle, and when it's brittle, you become tired and wired, and that's a lot of Americans, and tired and wired.
Yeah, no kidding.
Everything is
Especially
frayed
today.
and fried and tight, and you can't go and lift a bunch of weights and think that's going to get better.
Right.
You probably do better just going to you, going to me, going to a massage therapist, whatever.
Or
and
listening to my voice.
getting out into the woods.
No, and I think
Yes.
that's great. That's great because, well, like we were saying before, why are the gyms full? Because everybody thinks if they just work it off, they'll work the stress out,
Right.
and that's
It
just
doesn't
not
necessarily
the case.
work, no.
Right, we need to exercise our minds as well.
Right.
We
yeah,
need
it's a
to
balance.
relax
It's
our
both
bodies
and.
in nature.
Yes, Gretchen taught me that years ago. It's a both hand. It's always
Yeah.
got to be a balance. You can't you can't be way too happy or way too sad, or your life is going to kind of stink.
Just in
either
the middle,
way.
being that moderation, right? Well, you do remote or distant sessions. Will you want to tell us a little bit about
Yes, I do these sessions over the phone or on Skype, and it's just like a BodyTalk session, except we're not in the same room. We are in the same quantum field. We enter the same
yes.
field. So time and distance don't matter. What matters is focusing on what the client's body is wanting to do in the session.
Right.
So if somebody wanted to look at, do you have a phone number, or how do people get a hold
They
of you?
can check my website. Go to my website, please. Give me a call.
What's your website?
My website is vanessawright.com,
And your phone number?
650-224-2749.
And do you have something that you wanted to offer participants who watch the show?
I do. As we're talking about mind-body medicine, we can easily see how stress in the mind affects the body. Shasta was just telling us some of the things. There are a lot of other things that happen physiologically when we are under stress. So what I would like to offer is for anyone who would like to come to my website and register, you'll receive a free stress reduction session. This will be a group session. So I will conduct the session, and people can tune in to listen live or later.
And don't forget, you have to mention KIYS Radio on there to get that free 30 minutes, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Hey, great show. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you,
being here,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
My
We
pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank
Don't
you very
forget to
much.
tune in to KIYS Video Web Radio Network at KIYSradio.com. Check out our Facebook. Like us. Give us some stars. Have a good time with it. Check out all our shows. Thanks for joining us in your healthy living. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.